I did NeXuS, and well, let's see if we can record a little bit before it gets too hot in here. So we're on cycle 90. I went taking full advantage of the geysir down here, the cool steam vent. Well, let's see what we got here. Water. We're pumping that out of there, and we're siphoning it through here. There's a little cold region in here. There's a really hot region in here for the slicksters, and they are multiplying. They are really having a nice time. So we should be getting some oil that is getting pumped. Nope, not yet. That's another save. Let's see, we're slowly getting some water in here, pumping water down here, making hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is getting pumped, let's see, back into here, into these two filters. Hydrogen goes down here, gives us a little bit of extra power. Carbon is pumped out here, and oxygen is distributed all along the thing. And we are slowly moving on to the natural gas geysir. Now the shit about this is, if you release the natural gas, there's no way of getting rid of it. If I got natural gas in my base, I can't get it out without setting up pumps and pumping it somewhere. So that is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we got some slime guys working it up in here, and we're gonna reinforce this. Put some kind of thing down here with a door and stuff, so that the polluted air will stay in here. We're gonna have to extend the farm so that we can put a critter feeder down here. I haven't researched that yet. And we'll feed them meal lice. So that should give us all the coal we ever need. Right now we have 25 tons, which isn't all that much because I usually have about 100 tons. So let's move ahead a little bit. This isn't all that much dug. This is coming up. We've also done a little expansion here. So this is what we used to have, but we need a little bit more. So we made it these. So that should give us tons of meal wood. Meal wood, yeah. Meal lice is what we get out of meal wood. Duplicate here. Slickster. Yeah, why not? Eventually we're gonna have to get a couple of more duplicates in here. I think maybe we need about 10 at, in the end. But the food is up and running. This is contained. Got a little feeder down here now. So go to hatch and we go meal lice. I'm going to tick that. And that is a priority 6, so that should be, let's see, we got 11 kilos in there. Pretty good. Other than that, the pump is up and running. Right. Yep. So this is filled up a little bit. Let's see here. Crude oil, 39.7 kilograms at 30 degrees. Petroleum, 5 kilos at 30 degrees. So when this has enough, and the pipe is no longer blocked, that'll transfer in here into the polymer press. which is good, good, good. So we just need to dig these guys out. Make all this stuff. It's going to be a little bit tight here, so put in a ladder and some stuff here and just get it done. Kill that little guy. So pretty soon we have natural gas making power. We have oil getting made. We have plastic. What we're missing is refinement, really. We don't have a water sieve, so we don't need that with the geysher up and running, so that saves us a little bit of power. Because all the dirty water goes in here. And it gets heated up, and yeah, no worries. As long as this keeps going. If the water level goes below here, it's a different story. So we should have a water sieve in here, that's for sure. And that would have to go right about here. Now that requires 120 watts, so it's not a huge deal. I could do that, just to be on the safe side. If I want to do with this game what I did with the other games, just let it run through the night while I go to sleep. Because that's the goal, to be able to go to sleep and not worry about these guys. To have a sustainable colony, self-sustaining. So we did the wiring here a little bit. Now the point of this is the hydrogen is going to come in here, bottleneck its way through here and onto the filter and then into the thing. I said this is 55, which is more or less what we're producing down there. But it isn't sucked in regularly. Why am I suddenly out of power? I think they're busy doing other things. So oxygen isn't produced right now. It's fine though, we got plenty to run on. This is up to 64 now, good. But the hydrogen is coming up here a little bit. Getting a lot more oxygen. It's fine. So I put in some more air tiles here to get the carbon flowing a bit better. I could just open the doors, but that'll give me everything else as well. Like maybe the pressure here will backtrack through here. We don't want that. So this is right below here. Hopefully that is good enough. Carbon will seep in here. So all the oxygen produced here should get pumped up by this guy, relieving the pressure. But natural gas is definitely piling up here. That is not good. Change the sinks. Got water going through there now. So that is, well, here's a little cooling effect area with the Wiesworth. That is taken out of there and onto the sinks. I don't want to change out the toilets because I need the dirt. And I think the only way of getting dirt is the compost. Emitting dirt, 100 grams per second. So I'm not gonna get that if I get the toilets. So I'm not sure about that. Got a little Weesworth in here now running the pipes around that, so that'll cool it off a little bit. And the cooler water that comes in here, the cooler air we're going to have in here, and the cooler the base is going to be, because that gets distributed. So this is 50 degrees now, that is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Need another Weesworth in here. For sure. How did it get so hot? It's got to be the natural gas. It has to be. Do need more Weesworth though, so we're going to have to dig into a cold region at some point. And, well, there's a glacier over here, so it's not a cold region, which means we're going to have to go looking for that somewhere. Got something down here, and these are usually in cold places. This one is not though. Got another geyser over here. Got another setup up there. It's not cold. Basically don't know where to go. This is up and running though, right? Transmission recent natural gas, okay. So the pump does not have power right now. Let's have a little look at this. Now it's getting pumped into this one. This gives us 90 grams per second, which is what this uses. I'm not sure if this thing is a necessity just yet. If we're gonna cook up more to this, it's definitely. Might want to change out these tiles for mesh tiles. So do deconstruct. 3 of those should be good. Change that for mesh tiles. That's going to keep the water flowing down here. Cycle 117, we still need to dig this out, but it would be nice if we could get the gas out first. So the pump's going to go here. Oxygen is lighter. Wait a minute. We need a filter for that. We definitely do. Balls. Right. Let's get that up and running. Flip that. You can get that high. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the intake is going to be there. We're going to have to deconstruct this one. Get the mesh tiles in here. Back to ventilation. We're going to need gas pipe in there and hook that up to there. This one goes in there. Right. Just need to set this to high natural gas. That should work. This needs power though. Just gonna hook that up to there. I do need to kickstart this. So we need a treadmill. just gonna plonk that there. Get the wires in. Yeah. Got a couple of paintings up here. Just felt like making one. 3. Let's see here, Tral. Farming or ranching? Ranching is what I'm looking for. Right. Yeah. Change this up a little bit because this creates heat. So I can't really have that in here. So we need a wee's worth in there. And that should take care of that. Shower time. Toilet breaks. So natural gas is heavier than oxygen, but lighter than carbon. It's gonna settle right down here. We've got carbon flowing here, so this should go down a little bit. But basically we need a pump right about here. Now if this pump could just get rid of all the carbon, the natural gas would flow down there and then would get pumped and then it would end up in here, which is kind of the final destination for everything. Lots of carbon up here. That's good. This is pumping, okay. This has taken damage though. Repair earned 5 priority, it needs to be 6, dude. But all my wires might go to shit right about now. Maybe. Need to do some research. Let's see, we have gotten the ranching. Don't need animal control. Farm station, fertilizer, refrigerator. It's just power. I don't want to waste the power. Let's see, we got plastic, we got polymer press, that's what we got now. Miniaturization. Yes, that's what we're working on. Alright, polymer press, here I come. You have an oil well. Well, we don't have an oil. Yeah, that use water to get oil. Polymer press. 240 watts. Okay, that's not too bad. Petroleum. 833 grams per second. Plastic 500 grams. Steam 803 grams. That's not a lot. Carbon dioxide. Alright. Well, that's just gonna go in there. Now we've got a little switch here. And that's just for pumping out the water. That is not something we need to do constantly. So we are running the power in here. That'll keep that going constantly. Right, you need to be very low. Guess we can put you to a 6. It's not really necessary, we just need to kick start this. Everything is up and running. Need to check this for natural gas. There we go. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Yeah. And that is emitting carbon, which is something the little slicksters really like. Now, balancing this, that's a little bit of a problem though. Should probably move this vent. there's no more space for pipes kind of running through the walls here. Down here. Let's do that. Ventilation. That goes. Yubbity bubbity boo. And the gas vent in you. Then we can get rid of that. Because that has the potential to overflow into here, which we don't need to. It's going to push all the natural gas this way then. That's fine. Alright. What's wrong over here? It's broken. It's breaking. Too much power. So this setup is not ideal. Alright, did we get skills? No. Research? No. And we can't put more power into this thing. If we have a transformer, we can put it right into there. See, this is never more than 1,000. This produces, so all the production is going into this. Why would this break? That is hooked up to that line, okay. Need to run the numbers here, huh? This is basically it. It's the main line getting broken. All over the place. So I think that's the input. This is 480 going out. And the lights, so 600. This is 60, so let's say 600. And then there's this, 840, and that's everything on this line. This is the other line after the transformer. So it's got to be the input that's too high. Now if we put that onto there, we'll have 1,000 coming into this, and we'll have 1,000 going from the other one. No. In any case, we need another power cord. I could probably run that down here. Because this thing is constantly filling up this. And then it stops filling it. So there's never more than 1,000 on this line. Because that's regulated by a transformer, and the transformer up here should regulate the other one. So that's the transformer. We'll come down here and regulate. But we can't hook that up to there. We need to hook it up to the other one. So, there we go. Building. Come on, give me power. There. Gonna hook that up to there. This one is there. And I have to deconstruct these. These and that. Then we're gonna put in some bridges. So that wire's going to come down here. It's going to continue on. Down here and on to this. And that is the hookup for the main battery base. These four. And this one, so 7 batteries. Right. That's nighttime. Okay, well, it's coming along. You need intake and outtakes. Gas pipe. Really? I can transfer the steam. This is dripping away polluted water here, so that is going to fill up eventually. No liquid intake, no gas output. So we need plumbing. Let's see, this is natural crude oil, petroleum. Yeah, it's petroleum that needs to go in this. So boomity boom, it's not water. That goes in there, that is done. Ventilation though. I mean, the steam just needs to go in here anywhere. I don't want it anywhere else, but we could have moved the polymer press, since it has a steam output. So is there anywhere else we want this? Steam we can just transfer in here. We could use it down here to create heat for these guys, but it's hot enough, man. It is hot enough. Wait, steam or carbon? Refinement, polymer press. Carbon and steam. So it needs to be here, but we need to hook it up to the carbon line. Yeah? Okay. Well, that is easy enough. That is no sweat. Not a problem. That is just a matter of blunkity blunkity blunk. The steam should still be released in here. Yeah, steam doesn't go in pipes. Ow. Yeah. It's gonna get hot in here. Which means the carbon's gonna be hot coming down. That's fine. Could use an isolation for this though, because it's gonna heat up the entire area. Anyway, let's try this one out. That goes there, and blonkity blonkity blonk. Gold, I'll take that. Thank you. Got a sink up here. Could switch that out, so we don't have to run water back and forth all the time. Now let's see here. This is clean water that needs to go up there. That's a whole heck of a mess. This is dirty water. If we're gonna get water, we need to run it up top or through here. Still gonna be up top. It's just not getting around it. I would like to make a camp where all the pipes and all the lines and everything is just between floors. That would be nice. You know, have one tile here and then go down two and make another one, and you know, room down here, room down there, and in between piping. That would be so sweet. But that is extremely hard. I mean, that is like the ultimate challenge. Because there are so many things that has to cross, like just the ladders. Of course, you could make a complete square one, but who wants to look at that? You know, tear it all down and redo it. Not it. We're making this the last. That's the challenge of the game, you know? Making something that will, you put it up and it's going to stay there forever. That is the challenge of the game. That is the fun of the game. Getting everything to work perfectly on the first go. Maybe redo a couple of wiring things, but other than that. And now my wires are looking okay, right? Yeah, that's fixed. Okay, we'll need to take this up. Oh, that's a bit nasty. That should have been lower. Okay, we're gonna cheat this. But we need to deconstruct that. We can't put a bridge on this. We can just run it to the first one though. See, this is the main power, and this needs to hook up to that. It doesn't have to. This could go to the natural gas. Yeah. That's gonna go down there. I mean, basically it's a straight shot. These are just lights, so that's fine. And it's just hooking this up to there. Yeah, so we're going to take some strain off this wire by putting the lights on this wire. And, well, we could maybe hook that up to this. It only has one battery though. So when it's full, it's full. You know, I don't want to waste the power. Because natural gas, that's going to be running constantly, as is the hydrogen generator. Just not as efficiently. Now these are going to be charged constantly. These are hooked up to the treadmill. I just had an idea. That would be better, wouldn't it? See if we take the treadmills and put them onto these instead of these three. Then the natural gas will go on the main line, filling up these. Because these are the ones causing the problem. I don't need to run these if these drain. It's not going to give power to this line right here, the first line, which runs the pump and the lights. This is broken. There's hydrogen and everything, Yeah, we'd have to put the hydrogen onto this line. Because the hydrogen is going now, and these are going now. That's putting a lot of strain on the wiring. Let's just get this in there for now. It's getting hot in here. Can you feel it? Hey, petroleum. Alright. Okay, how much do we have in here? It does not say. Doesn't have power. Why doesn't it have power? Is it not powered up? This one needs to get built. Prioritize it then. So that should fire up the polymer press. You can get to that. Can you not? Food shortage. Nah. The every F. Got plants, they're almost grown. Alright, need to catch up a little bit since the critters are coming in. Getting fed. Well, that's gonna get power, and that needs to be hooked up to this. So the power circuit's in this. Yeah, it's not circuits, it's circus. It's power circus. Let's check out the power then. Power comes in here and is hooked up to that, so that is good. Right. The day is in, it's hot as hell. Alright. Can we get some more petroleum? That depends on those guys. Shit. Germ-wise, we're okay. It says 0, but it's pretty close here. Skill points earned. Tinkering and construction. Yeah, we can change your hat. Let's see. Mechanoids. There we go. Now, if I put this on, I need you down here. Because you are mainly operating the treadmill. Aren't you doing research, of course? Yeah, It's a constant balancing act in this. You can go away. So, polymer press is up and running. We'll get some polymer out of that pretty soon. And then we'll get the mini valves researched pretty soon, and then we can change out these gas pumps. Use a little less power. Now let's have a look. This is strained because it constantly gives off 1,000 from the generator. Or is it some other reason? So that draws 30. And then it hooks up onto these batteries. So is there 2,000 on the line or 1,000? It should just be 1,000, right? These are constantly full, and they're getting more air here from the treadmills, and power is seeping through here. Yes, this is generating. It doesn't seem to be overloading now. This will come on and off because of the gas flow restriction on the right. You're in there. Destruct that. Piping. That's not it. There we go. Can deconstruct this one. So all the carbon is getting ciphered in here. Basically it all comes down to temperature, right? If we can regulate it. Farm is over here, but the heat is creeping in. One Wiesworth here, 2 down here, and 1 there, and 1 there. But it's all the piping that just transfers too much. Once we get miniaturization, mini pumps, we'll have to redo the whole thing because it opens up new possibilities. Long hair larva egg. It can handle, so this is going to run constantly now. But at some point we're going to run out, and then this will be nice to have. So this should be going fairly. This is at 555, so it's going at half capacity, which is 400. If you combine that with these, you got 1200, which will break the wire. But the main thing is that these should be powered constantly. So we can reduce this now to, let's say, 33, because the need is not there anymore. And that means we're freeing up workers. This is a 33 though, so that'll go charging that. The shit of this is though, once this goes fully, it's gonna halt oxygen production. If we had more of these, we could make a better system, but that draws a lot of power. So power-wise we're good, but oxygen. Because if this stops, well, it's not going to fully stop, ever. Well, that's not true. If this clogs up this, then this is going to stop running. it's going to constantly get drained. But a little bit of a sensor on the wire here, that would be nice. Like when it's filled up fully, then we need to switch this to a higher level. But this is, the power is, it's running, it's going, it's not overflowing. It's grand, it's great, it's super duper bait. We got 1,000 on this wire. That is the main thing. And we have enough on this wire from the hydrogen. So power wise, we're fine, we're done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Even though it would be, we don't need to destroy that. We should get the farming thing in here though. Need to research that. So after the mini valves, it would be real nice to figure out what's the best solution now. Put the treadmills on the first or the second hookup. But I just don't have the brain for it. I'm sweating my ass off here. Not because of the work, but because of the sun. This is filling up quite nicely. How much does this produce? Seems to be a whole enough. Just need to dig out this, and then after that we'll see how much natural gas we got in here. We can make some mini pumps, get rid of this once and for all. So we're gonna need some mini pumps in here, mini pumps in there. We're gonna need another wire for natural gas to be pumped in here. And this is overpressured as it is. So ventilation wise, there is room for another wire. Barely. We're gonna have to go through the base. And then we're gonna have to deconstruct it afterwards. And then we're gonna have to lock all the doors here so nobody can ever come back in here again. Which is gonna be a problem. If this overheats, the briars are gonna break. And then we need to get back in. And then we're gonna start it out. Yeah, fun. We do have, yeah, we can go through these walls. Wumpity boo. And we can't use these walls, but nobody cares about this area anyway, so go through the middle. These walls. This is occupied, but we can dig a little bit here. It's not going to be hot, so that's fine. We can reroute this thing. That's just oxygen. This is backtracking real fast though. So it's going to come to a halt at some point. Which is weird. Because this, 480. Which is less than half the capacity for this. So it's got to be the carbon. We're pumping out too much carbon. We have too much. Oh. Which means this needs to stabilize, which it never will. But yeah, this thing is making a lot of carbon. Loads and loads and lots and lots. We got enough slickster, so we should be making a ton of oil here. Shouldn't we? Which means it's going to go through here and then there and then over here, and we should be getting some polymer. Industrial ingredients, reed fiber, petroleum 0 kilos, carbon dioxide 0, steam 3, plastic 240 mcg, micrograms, mass 3,000 grams. Okay, so each time the slickster shit, we get about 3,000. grams of plastic. Is there any plastic anywhere here? This is definitely a sixer. So I got three kilos of plastic. Where is that? I've never had plastic before. Manufactured materials, plastic, 30 kilos. That's what I got in total. Alright, well, we need a box for it. So I'm gonna store that there. Just get that up. Food shortage, yeah. But you're working on that, right? Insufficient resource, water. Well, I can't hook up a power line to it. This is running at 200 now. We should be building up. We haven't built anything more that needs power. Research, you need water as well. Alright. Numbers. Hydrogen, 112. Divided by 2, because we're running at half capacity. So it's 55, 56. And we got this running at 55. So this should be pretty darn stable. Construction. Well, you need to carry weight. So there you go. Your digger. Strength is good. Also have you on ranching. Could get you up here. It's a long way away though. So tidy. What do you have? Placebos. Whatever. $127 cycles. Well, it's getting to be a long video, I know. Should really stop. Just gonna let this run for a bit. Which is not ideal because it's heating up the place a lot. That is terrible news. Could put some isolation on the roof. That's a thought. Switch these out for isolation, but that's such a bitch. You gotta make ladders all over the place. Yeah, so that is too high, but it's a bathroom. It needs to be that high. Could have been better placed, closer to the beds. But I'm not gonna get a better level than this, but it gets just too cluttered. You need polymer, manufactured material. Yeah. Put that as a 6, or not really. It's getting in, so the pump's good to go. Holy fraggin' through. Ooh, it caved in. Oh, that's shitty. Well, I guess we gotta live with it now, as long as this holds. This is phosphorite. Iron ore. We have no chlorine in here. That will dissipate, so this is all the gas we're gonna get. As long as this shit stays in here. We have a bigger room. Sandstone. There must have been some, yeah, we got a cave. I'm just gonna dig that to be sure. Right, yes, good boy. Okay, well, we can close this off now. That is all the gas we're ever going to get. Hopefully. Alright. Well, we got room to expand now. So, the natural gas is going to stick with us for a long time. If we pump too much out, though, this is going to expand again, and it might pour in here. It's only going to trickle down here as long as the door's closed. We're not going to get chlorine into the base. Hydrogen's always going to stay up here, and the oxygen is just up there. So yeah, once that is trickling down, we might suck in a little bit of chlorine. So we're going to get chlorine in here. Well, that's not too bad, really, because this is polluted water coming from this one. So that is not too bad. Chlorine is heavier than oxygen and natural gas. So that's going to sink straight to the bottom. Yeah, shouldn't run into the base at all. Right. Should have ended the video a long time ago, yes. Thanks for watching. If you watched the whole thing, please leave a like. And bye-bye. If you just watched a little bit of it, leave a like. Yeah. Time for a Corona, maybe, huh? Possibly. If you know any better way of getting rid of natural gas, leave a comment down below. I need help. I need to know that. You know. This natural gas is just killing off my plants here. It's not good. Research is going so slow because of the water problem. Okay, you're back, and this is going low. Well, I could just increase this and fill this shit up with shit. So far we do not have any germs. I think if I pour in too much, we're gonna have germs. So I don't want to do that. I've got tons of germs down here. It's fine. So this is probably dormant right now. And once it start working again, then we could pump in more, but I don't think we need to. It would be nice if we could build a bigger dam for this. If I make a... It's not gonna help. I need to move this, don't I? Move that over there, maybe. It's not gonna get heated up then. So I need to be drawing water from down here. That's what I need to do. Which means I gotta shut this off and open this up. Germs. Yeah, germs. Okay, these are clay and slime. We should be able to do this. Now we're gonna build some tiles. That's going to decrease the water level. I should build one of these in there, and I should put that in there. Oh, you little friggers. You can't, can you? I don't want to open the door. You're gonna die. No germs. That's fine. Right, there we go. You're safe. So that'll fill up a little bit of a pool here, and that should clean out everything a little bit better. And the water can rise. And I can dig in peace if I want to. Yeah. That means we can just pump this out right now. Drain it. Yeah, there we go. Germs. Okay, we want to set that down to, what was it, 50? Okay, you're piling it up again. Ooh. 4,000, 3,000. 21. This is going up. That's not good. If I get germs in here, I'm boned, right? The pressure in here is pretty high, though. I need a relief. So a mini pump in here wouldn't be too bad. It's all polluted oxygen, but there are no germs flying around. Polluted oxygen we can pump in here. And it's not going to kill us. Deodorizer. shit. Right, so we have food poisoning, but it's still clean water, right? This polluted water. Where does the water go? It goes in here, it goes into the showers, and that's it. Oh, we're gonna have filthy showers. If it gets into here, we might have a little bit of an issue. It shouldn't be too bad. Should have just kept it at 50. So, how's my research? Nearly there. That is a problem for next time.